So a mode is like a scale, but starting from a different scale. Whoa, not this again. What? This whole modes thing. We've gone over it before. One guy says this, another guy says that, another person says they're only used by monks, only used in jazz, not for beginners. Okay, I have done a video on modes already, that's fair enough. But let's just say, here's a backing track, and here are some notes you can use to solo over it with. Hey guys, this is Rob, your online guitar teacher. We've already covered in this series using the pentatonic scale over the blues progression, and then we dived in to look at how many different pentatonic scales you can actually use over the same chord. But when you're doing that, all you're really doing is superimposing different notes over the root note of your chord. For example, if we're in the key of A, we've got an A root note. Say we're going over an A power chord. Right, that's our backing. If I was to play a G, I'm playing the 7th note of the scale. If I was to play an E, I'm playing the 5th note of the scale. So no matter what you play, it's always going to be in relation to the chord. That's what's going to give its context. Essentially, it doesn't matter which scale shape you're using. All that matters is that you're playing a note relative to the root note of your chord. So based on that logic, what if there were specific notes over our root note that we could play to sound blues? Then, if we wanted a bluesy sound, we just need to play those notes relative to that root note. If we take the minor scale, natural minor, and replace the 6th note, that's a minor 6th, we replace it with a major 6, that's just moving it up 1 fret. We get the Dorian mode, which is a very... Dude, I said don't talk about modes. Okay, well, anyway, we can add this sound to the minor pentatonic. So over an A, if we were in the key of A, that would give us an F sharp. That would be the major 6. So we add this note to the pentatonic. And we've got a bluesy sound. It's really good if you slide in and out of it. So we've got over the A. That gives us instantly a very bluesy sound. So that's an alternative minor mode, or choice of notes, that we can use over a blues to sound bluesy. Wouldn't it be great if there was also an alternative major mode that does the same thing? Well, the blues is generally based around the dominant 7 chord. That kind of sound. And in that chord, we've got a minor 7 and a major 3rd. That's what gives it its unique sound. So if we take the minor pentatonic scale, which has already got a minor 7, it's got 2 of them in the shape I just played there. If we change the 3rd, move it up 1 fret, we get a major 3rd. So we end up with this scale. Which is a very interesting sounding scale, but the clue is it will work over the blues. It's going to work over those dominant 7 chords, the A dominant 7 in this case. You can also take the major pentatonic scale, which already of course has the major 3rd. It's right there. And there. So if we take that scale, we can then add in the flat 7, the minor 7. We get that kind of shape. That's also a very bluesy sounding scale. Technically, when you're doing this, you're implying the Dorian mode for minor and the Mixolydian mode for major. But that's not as important as the sound they're creating. Where they come from is not as important for us right now as the sound that they have and the notes that are contained within them. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with all your friends. You can also subscribe for more video lessons like these, or go to my website chainsawguitartuition.net for information on how to get in contact for one-on-one guitar lessons via Skype or webcam. And until then, turn up and rock out. The pentatonic scale, although it's a good scale for soloing, it's a bit boring and overplayed and overused, right? Wrong. Today we're going to be looking at something called pentatonic substitution, which takes the pentatonic scale and turns it upside down and inside out several times. If you know your standard pentatonic scale and you're already bored with it, then keep watching. Hey guys, this is Rob, your online guitar teacher. Now, if you already know your pentatonic scale, you may also know that if you take